Hello, hi, it's Liz here and it's collage day. So from the 3 collage books, I have chosen this week the Clockwork Universe. This is an altered book, it's an old cookery book, and it's the Clockwork Universe because it's all steampunky type of collages, and I'm using little figures from this book, Industrial Collage Ephemera, Little Personas from Maremi's Small Art. I have used loads from this book. It's the only book of Marta's that I have, but I know that she's got 4 new ones out this week. I get them on Amazon. I think that's the main place to get them. There's lots and lots of books, and as you can see, I have used this. They are, I mean, there's still quite a few left, but I have used loads and loads. So that's the book that we're going to choose the figure from, and we'll just give it a quick 2-second flip through, because it's always nice to look back on the pages that you've made. This one, and that's that one. The pages are quite thick because I glue pages together, and here we are, and that was the last one we did, and there's quite a few pages left, but I have glued my next few pages together. I think in this book it's about 3 or 4 pages glued together, and there's quite a few left for this book. So here we are here, and my focal point is going to be this little lady from the book. I wanted to pick one of the figures that was facing to the left, because I have this thing that if I'm on this side of the page, they need to be facing in the way, and if they're on this side of the page, they need to be facing in the way, and you will pretty much see that. And there for this one, I'm calling that straight on. She's not really looking to the side. She's still on the right side of things. But I just, for some reason, like them facing in the way. And I think I just do it without really even thinking about it. In my head, it just always looks right. Because if I was to put this here, why would she be looking at them over there and not to her own bits? Anyway, that's enough of that. Let's cover this. Marshmallows. We used to roast marshmallows in the Girl Guides many years ago. So I've just got some tissue paper here. It's shiny on one side. I think it's actually like that kind of collage paper, not collage, decoupage, I think, kind of paper. That so there should be enough here to cover the background, I think. Yeah, there's enough there to cover us. So let's get it glued down, and then that will dry, and we can carry on with what we're going to do for the rest of the page. So I'm just using some cheap PVA. When I'm going to be using a lot of glue, I like to just use the brush and the glue, because it would be too much glue stick. Plus, I think with tissue paper, I'm not sure that glue stick is the way to go. Anyway, we'll put that bit there. 4 bits should cover the whole page, I would think. And if we've got wee bits of edge, well, we can always use a little bit of washi down the edge. If we feel that it annoys us, but I think we'll be all right. And this will give this a time to dry while we do our next piece of the collage. I don't actually know where I got this. I think it was in a packet from Hobbycraft. Beside those, you know, those woodeny, cardboardy, whatever they are, chipboardy letters and pieces that you decoupage over. I think it was beside that long time ago, because I don't really go to Hobbycraft anymore. It surely doesn't have what I want anymore, and yeah, anyway, which is a pity because it was always a place to go and have a browse. But it's there, last piece, and we'll just make sure we've got the edges. So what a hoo-ha with the video yesterday. You might have noticed that I didn't get it on till late at night, 10 o'clock or something. Oh my goodness. And that was from 2 o'clock in the afternoon. And the internet was playing up. And I was uploading it, and it was like, and then it just kept stopping and saying there was an error in the upload. And oh my goodness, it was just one of those IT days that, oh. And then eventually, hubby decided that, no, let's just switch everything off. Let's turn it off, turn the whole, you know, the wee box that gives you your internet. Let's turn the whole thing off. And so hopefully that will dry, because it's actually, the glue's come through quite a lot. And I thought that maybe it would cover more of the background, but actually I don't mind the background shining through a little bit. Yeah, so let's just move that to the side, and I'm just going to add a little bit of colour to my girl. Quite often, I've already tried the pink on the sleeve, a little, scarf a little bit. Sometimes I want to add, just to make them a little bit little brighter. I didn't add anything to this one because it kind of fitted in with the muted colours. I added colour to, you can tell, added colour a bit to this one, and I added colour to this one and this one. To the pink round the edges and the pink hat. And I think it just makes a wee bit of a difference. Sometimes we'll leave that open, or it will stick to the other page. Yeah, it'll be fine. Sometimes it just makes it pop a wee bit, but the danger is you don't want to lose the shading. So where that's pale there, you just want to add your colour, almost the same colour, just on the top, but only on the bits for that colour, so that you don't lose your shade, and then just a little bit of a paler colour just to merge in with that pale. So although you're adding some colour, you're not taking away from the shading that's already there that makes it look so just on top of the dark bits there, and then just give it a little bit of a blend with a paler colour, and it's just enough to make it, I think, pop a wee bit. So same with our hat, helmet. We don't want to lose that shading there, So we're just going to add a little bit to that bottom there, and it'll just blend in. And again, you don't want to lose any detail, so just in between, and you're just more or less doing the same colour that's below. And I think it just brings out the colour a wee bit. I mean, sometimes you want the muted colour and sometimes you want the darker or brighter, or just to, and again in our shoes, I don't want to take away the wear or the polish that's on the toes, but we can do those bits. I'm going to do a little bit on her goggles. So again, just round the edge, not to take away from a bit of the shine. And we'll just lightly bring that darker teal in like that. See how that just makes, and it makes the paler colour beside it kind of pop and brighten up a little bit. So I think we'll do the same. We'll just give her a wee bit of a rosier glow. Just gently to, right. Oh, and by the way, these are Prismacolor pencils. These are the ones that I would use the blending stubs and the blending solution. But I'm not doing that today because I'm just adding little bits. I just want to find a nice silvery grey for her hair. There we are, and a little bit on that strap. And then a little bit on her coat. And for this, I'm just bringing out the shadows and just going over where those shadows would be. And you're just making things a wee bit more pronounced. Let's make her buttons a little bit pinker. And I think that's probably it. You don't want to lean too hard. These pencils are nice and waxy, so the colour comes off with just a little bit of a swirl, because that's got a wee tinge of the teal. And then we'll merge it with a little bit of the pale grey. Did I take, no, that's a darker grey. Let's try this warm grey. And just go around the edge where that teal stops. Just to merge it into our pinky warm grey colour of our coat. You can barely see that, but it's just enough I think, to give it a little bit of a glow. Right, we'll put these pencils over there, and let's bring our book back in. And that's just not quite, oh, no, that's not going to work. It's quite sticky. I mean, we can work on top of the stickiness. I'm just going to have to be careful not to close the book until that's yeah. So we're going to have her there. I've got my nice little focal point here. I've got all my bits. We're going to add a little bit of fabric to this and a little bit of old book page, just to have her standing on this here. I think we'll put that there. Just gives her a nice little bit of background. And then I've got, oh look, Mickey Mouse ears. I've got this piece of fabric. So we're going fabric a little bit today. A wee bit different for another wee layer. And then I've got these cogs that I'm going to put there. And then I've gathered up a little nettle cog. I've got this, which has been kicking about the crafty room in various little boxes, dishes. At one point it was up on the pegboard in the old room. I don't know where I got it, but I thought, do you know, I could just add that to that. So how am I going to do that? With a little brad that hopefully will maybe hold it in place. If we can get the split legs open, and that hopefully will maybe just hang from there. And I think that's going to be it. I think maybe that could just be over a tiny wee bit. It's already sticking a wee bit to the wet page. Just so that everything's kind of overlapping a bit. Yes, that's a bit different and I'm liking that. And I'm okay with the writing showing through. You can't really tell what it is. So yeah, so last night to 10 o'clock at night it started uploading. Couldn't believe it. I was like, oh my goodness, this is just awful trying to get a video on. So hopefully this one, I'm not going to use the PV. I'm just going to go back onto my glue stick for, I don't want to add any more wet. Well, let's crack open a new one. Oh, there we are. Yeah, so hopefully this will go on. So while I was waiting, I had a wee quick, I don't normally watch my videos. Well, I have a quick flip through in fast and forward just to make sure that everything is, you know, in the camera shot and that nothing looks too off centre or odd. And I noticed that the table, the desk was really quite shaky when I was, even when I was putting ink on a stamp, and then when I was stamping it, and I'm like, right, I really need to do something about this stand. And I've never really liked the arm that the phone, the camera is on. Anyway, I thought, right, I'm really needing to do something. So hubby's like, oh, look, just get a new stand. And now glue stick won't hold that. Let's go for this 3-in-1 beacon. So off I went onto Amazon, and at 11 o'clock last night picked out a new freestanding floor. So it goes straight up, and then there's an arm, and then there's another arm, which should hopefully do the trick right over the desk without touching the desk from the floor. And it's also got a ring light, which is good because the light I have is from many years ago. It's a daylight bulb, which is really good. Where's the lid? Yes. But it's not, it's a bit sugary as well. And so it's coming today, later on today. It's coming at between, I think it was 4:30 and 6:30 or something. It's out for delivery. And so Do a Dare will be ringing later on. And yeah, that's in a good spot. Now again, we'll need to get this down with some 3-in-1. Might even need to use the glue gun for this, but I'll try this first. Just put some on this. So hopefully that will be no more shaky videos when I'm stamping. Just put a big blob in the middle. Yeah, hopefully it will work out. You never quite know. Oh, wait a minute, I need my, where did my Mickey Mouse go? There it's here. Okay, I ran out of hands there. We'll just try the glue stick on this. Going onto fabric right enough, but it should be all right. Yeah, that's going to be fine. Right. Yeah, I couldn't believe it, that the internet, anyway, so switched everything off, switched the box off, the BT box off, and switched it all back on again, and lo and behold, the upload speed went up, and it only took a ½ hour after that. But I was like, oh, you know, you make a video and you expect it just to go on without any problem, and usually not too bad here, even with these thick walls. And the little box is in this room, so it shouldn't have any, but quite often when I'm in the room and I've got the door closed because I'm filming, and hubby maybe wants to watch, I don't know, Netflix or play a game or do whatever he wants to do, and he gets a slow because the door's closed, and it's yeah, it doesn't go through the thick walls of these old houses. So I don't know. Anyway, we got it sorted and we got there in the end. Well, I think that's us. That's a wee bit different. I quite like that, you know, you can add different things and different textures and stuff. Yeah, I'm okay with that. You can see this glue's still quite shiny. Maybe I had just too exuberant with the glue, too much glue. Yeah, I'm liking that. What do you think? Yeah. And it does make a difference adding a little bit of colour. So, yeah. And I like that this is all, I think this was a tea towel. Good. Okay, stop fiddling. Right, so if you've enjoyed the video, a thumbs up would be great, and I'll see you next time. Bye for now.